Hey YouTube, it's Mocha Natural checking in for an update on my hair. So, as you can see, I still have my Jamaican crochet braids in, and I cannot wait to get these things out. This has been one of the worst hairstyles that I've had in a very long time, okay? As I told you before, I wasn't in love with it when I initially installed it. I do believe that I did get a bad batch of hair, as well as the technique that I used installing this style this time, okay? Normally when I install Jamaican braid crochets, I will cut all of the hair strands the same length, which is really, the strand is probably about that long, okay? Very short, all over my head. So my hair basically ends up being a short do, similar to what you see right now. And so this time going in, I decided I wanted it to be a little bit longer, fuller, and so I attempted to make the back strands shorter, and as I went up into the top of my head, I would make the strands longer. Okay, so there goes my problem right there. The longer strands seem to frizz up a whole lot more, whereas I was breezing through the shorter strands. I ran into so much tangling, it was crazy. I actually left a lot of the strands unseparated just because of that. I ended up having to cut out quite a bit of hair as well, just because it was just raggedy looking after I tried to separate it. So word to the wise, if you are working with the longer strands of the Jamaica braid crochet hair, you might want to separate your hair prior to you installing it versus separating it afterwards. The shorter the strands, the easier it is to get through it, okay? So the next time I know, when I do install it, I will just go with short strands all throughout the hair. It just makes it so much easier. I get done within an hour and a half time, and you know, bump all of the rest of that stuff. So anyhow, this is coming out in a couple of days, okay? I'm so excited, and I'm actually going to wear my natural hair for about 3 to 4 days. I'm excited just because, you know, my hair's grown a little bit longer, it's a little bit thicker now, and I want to see what it looks like in different hairstyles right now. I'm actually tempted to rod it so that it looks similar to the crochet hair here. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to give my hair a little bit of a breather before I put in the kinky twist again. So Sulfur 8. So let's talk a little bit about Sulfur 8. I still rave about that product. I rave about grease, period, okay? I just like the way it looks on my hair. It makes my hair feel. Sulfur 8 was really good to me during the warmer months where I did not have to apply it more than once a week, okay? Now that it's getting colder, my goodness, my scalp seems a whole lot drier, and so I'm having to apply the Sulfur 8 like 2 to 3 days after applying it. So, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Whatever I need to do to continue to keep my hair healthy, growing, and thick, that's what I'll do. And it's the hair grease that's helping me to get there. What else can I share about the hair? I think that's pretty much it, other than my edges are growing in. I did want to show that. If you remember before in a previous video, when I took my kinky twist out, my edges, whew, they suffered quite a bit. So now you can see that they've grown in significantly. I can still see a little bit of thinning at the very edge there, but that's okay. It looks a whole lot better than what it did when I took the kinky twist out the first time. So look at this. Oh my goodness. This is why I hate this hair. You know, I'm not really good at cutting. And so when I tried to shape up this hairstyle, I'm like, ugh. I've got pieces just kind of dangling out doing what they want to do. You get this right here. And yeah, I'm going to end up having to cut that tonight, because that is just irritating me right now. But let me let you guys see how uneven and raggedy, this just looks like Raggedy doll hair right now, my hair ended up being. All right, so here goes. And look at this part. I mean, this is, yeah, I didn't even go in here and fill in like I normally do. I just decided not to even waste any more time. This hairstyle actually was a little bit more fuller than what you see now. I had to go in, look, I've got whole rows of hair missing because it was just too full. It was really, really too full. Got it over here. Just, yeah, look at all that. So, anyhow, I guess this was just a lesson learned about how to really style this hair going forward. The hair color, the highlights that I used were deceiving in the bag. I will have to admit, because this hair actually looks redder, more red, in natural sunlight. Right now, it may not look as red right now. I was so upset about how red it looked. I went and got me, I bought a can of brown hairspray, and I sprayed my highlights because it was just too red. And me and red hair, no. I like my highlights to be more of like an orangey brownish kind of a highlight. And this just right here, ugh, wasn't working. So anyhow, y'all see how busted this hairstyle is. I got to take this mess out. But fortunately, it didn't cost too much. You know, a bag of crochet hair normally costs $5 a bag. So, you know, do the math there. You get what you get. Anyhow, I'm not going to belabor this video. Just want to share that with you all. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.